What's up, guys? Alan Johnson with the AJ team. The number one question that I'm getting is what's going on with the housing market, right? I will tell you it's the weirdest housing market that I've seen in the past 23 years of real estate. You got inflation that's high, you got rates that are high, you got values that aren't necessarily going down in all markets, you got some that are going up, you got unemployment that is low. Like, this is the weirdest real estate market, housing market that I've seen in 23 years. So there four things that I just kind of want you to just kind of think about. And there are no answers here. It's just higher level thoughts around what I'm seeing. So number one, some homes are still selling fast. If they're priced right, actually, let me get that right. If they're priced more than right, if they're in primo condition, and if they're in the right location, then these homes still are selling fast with multiple offers. In the past market, all you had to have is one of those things. But now you got to have all three of those things. All right. So the next thought that I want you guys to kind of think about is you will see, and we are seeing homes that are sitting longer, right? If they're not in a desirable location, or if their condition isn't primo, then your home is going to sit. Here is the reality check that we're starting to see. We're starting to see more sellers make quicker price adjustments. In the past, the typical seller would say, hey, I'm going to wait 2 or 3 months. These sellers are waiting like a week. And if they're not getting any offers, they're making adjustments, which is actually a very, very good thing. All right. So think condition. Homes that are in builder communities, you're going to have a lot of pressure on whether your home is going to sell or not, because the builder is really controlling the pricing. Previously hot cities, I've talked to some agents in like Phoenix and Florida, places like Greenville, South Carolina. They're getting a lot of pressure and are starting to flip more towards a buyer's market. Functionally deficient homes. I know it's a big word, but follow me. So suppose you got a single family home and all the other homes in the neighborhood have a really nice backyard, but yours doesn't. Yours is functionally deficient. Suppose you have a single family home and you've got 3 bedrooms upstairs or 4 bedrooms upstairs, but you only have 1 full bathroom. Functionally deficient, right? Those homes are sitting, and you got to price accordingly or do the renovations that will get you to the point where you're no longer functionally deficient. All right. So the next thing that I want you guys to think about is that in the same county, you could have a very different real estate reality, a very different real estate market. So I'm going to give you 2 examples, right? Townhouses in Prince William County that are under 500,000, average days on the market is 8 days. If you're over 500,000, average days on the market is close to 70 days, right? So if you're below 500, selling really quick. If you're above, it's sitting almost a month, right? 2 months. All right. So it's the inverse. It's very different in Fairfax. So if you have a single family home in Fairfax, and it's under 800,000, then your days on the market are 35 days. If you have a single family home and your home is in between 800 and $1 million, your home is actually selling quicker and above list price at 23 days and 2.5% above list price. Very different market, right? So when I say that you can have the submarkets, even in the different counties are reacting different. That's how weird this market is, right? Weird. So the last thing I want you to think about, I read a stat. 50% of all sellers have an interest rate below 3.5%, and 90% of them have an interest rate below 5%. That means the sellers are like there's no reason for them to move. Like, they're married to their rate instead of their home. So these are the 3 things that I think you're going to see as a result of the 4 things that I told you. So I got 7 things, right? Transaction count will be down over the next 2 to 3 years. This will not be a home value issue. This will be an agent count issue. Number 2, it will be a sluggish real estate market. It's going to be a long slog. And then last but not least, this is a sub-market specific housing market, right? This is not a national or regional. So you really have to dig into the numbers, because what is happening on this side of the street may be different than what's happening on this side of the street, what's happening in the east, or the west, or the north. You get it, right? It's very, very nuanced based off of what type of home you have. So if you need a higher level of real estate conversation, reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you. Alan Johnson with the AJ team. You have the dream. We have the address. We'll see you soon.